number third. The object for this experiment is to analyze the given mixture for two acidic and two basic radicals. We have a mixture of unknown four radicals containing two acidic radicals and two basic radicals. We start from the group first, that is which contains carbonate and other radicals, as we have already learned. First of all, I am going to start from carbonate. Just we take a small quantity of the given mixture in a test tube like this. This is the small quantity of the mixture taken in the fresh test tube, and we add small quantity of the group reagent, that is dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid, in this test tube I taken a small quantity of the given mixture which contains maybe carbonate. To check the carbonate in the given mixture, we add a small quantity of the group reagent, that is dilute sulfuric acid. That is, as we added a small quantity of the dilute sulfuric acid, brisk effervescence is appeared, which indicates the presence of the carbonate in the given mixture. Maybe it means we have confirmed that the given mixture contains the carbonate. We identify only single radical of carbonate as a acid radical. We find the second acid radical. Okay. We left this group and go to the next second group of the acid radical, which contains chlorine, chloride, bromide, iodide and nitrate. In the second test tube, we take the fresh small quantity of the given mixture. To check the second acid radical, we add a small quantity of the given mixture in this test tube and add a small quantity of concentrated sulfuric acid, acts as group reagent. After adding dilute sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid, the light brown gases of fumes appear, which indicates the presence of bromide in the given mixture. Okay, that is, there is no need to move in the group third, because we identified the two basic acid radical, that is carbonate and bromide. Okay, we stop identify two different basic acid radical, that is carbonate and bromide. And now we have to check the two basic radicals in the same mixture. First of all, we start from zero group, which contains single radical, that is ammonium. For ammonium, I take a small quantity of the given mixture in the test tube. The group reagent for zero group radical, that is ammonium, is sodium hydroxide solution. This is sodium hydroxide solution. I add a small quantity of the sodium hydroxide solution, and to check the smell of ammonia, heat this test tube in order to get the smell of ammonia. No smell of ammonia is evolved. It means ammonium is absent in the given mixture. Okay, we go to the second group radicals. Second group radical, which contains four radicals, that is cadmium carbonate, cadmium, copper, arsenic and lead. Okay, we left two radicals, that is lead and arsenic, and we have to check two radicals, that is copper. If copper is present, the color of the mixture should be blue, because the given mixture is colorless. It means 99% for the presence of the cadmium. Small quantity of the given mixture is taken in this test tube, and we add small quantity of dilute HCl, that is a dilute HCl, that is group reagent for this, and small quantity of H2S water. In place of H2S gas, we can also use the H2S water. The function of H2S gas and H2S water similarly same. After adding H2S water, yellow color precipitate obtained, which indicates the presence of cadmium in the given mixture. Okay, we find three radicals: carbonate, bromide, and cadmium. One remaining basic radical is left, that is, we identify the fourth basic radical from next higher groups. Okay, fourth radical, that is second basic radical. We go to the next group, that is group third. Taking small quantity of the given mixture in this test tube, we add the group reagent of the third group, that is solid ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. This is ammonium chloride. We add ammonium chloride before ammonium hydroxide in order to maintain the pH value, buffer solutions. Okay, a small quantity of ammonium hydroxide. This is ammonium hydroxide solution. No gelatinous precipitate appeared. It means third group is absent. To check the next group, that is fourth group, we add a small quantity of H2S water in the same test tube. No need to pour this solution. This solution may be used for the next higher group, that is fourth group radicals. Only you have to add a small quantity of H2S water. This is H2S water. That is, there is no dirty white precipitate, no pink vapor color PPT. It means group 4 is also absent in the given mixture. Okay, and we take in the next fresh test tube to check the next basic radicals of group 5th and group 6th. We take in a small quantity of the given mixture in the next fresh test tube. Dissolve this solution in water. Potassium chromate. अच्छा yeah. Group reagent. We heat this test tube till clear solution is obtained. In this test tube, we add a small quantity of ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide,
ये है अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, ये शीशी है अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड,
ammonium hydroxide, and sodium carbonate, ammonium carbonate. And dissolve and add small quantity of potassium chromate,
ये है
potassium chromate. After adding potassium chromate, we get yellow color precipitate, which indicates the presence of barium. This light yellow PPT indicates the presence of barium, so that we identify two acid radicals, that is carbonate and bromide, and two basic radicals, that is cadmium and barium. And overall these are 4 different radicals present in the given mixture. Okay, thank you very much.